Hi guys, my name's Andy Crowley and in this lesson I'm showing you how to play my top 5 acoustic guitar riffs of all time. Now, beginners should be able to play most of these, but you may find some of them a little bit trickier than you may have done my other previous videos. But my top 5 acoustic guitar riffs of all time are Wonderwall, has to be in there. We also have a new one for my channel, More Than a Feeling, the acoustic intro. Beautiful, simple acoustic intro. We have Time of Your Life by Green Day, good riddance. We have Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, a really beautiful acoustic guitar intro. Beautiful one to play around with. And finally, Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, but this was also covered by John Mayer in a live version a few years ago. And that sounds like... Fantastic riff. If any of you haven't covered these yet on my channel, these are definitely the songs to do. I'll be showing you the bare bones of those riffs, exactly how to play them in this video, but it will be sort of the edited highlights because most of these have full videos associated for each song, and if you struggle with this, do check out those videos because they will help the more complete beginners get up to a standard where you can play these songs. But let's get straight in for a close-up and check out how to play these classic acoustic riffs. Wonderwall has a series of chords that are fantastic on acoustic guitar. They really ring out great, and the variations on standard open chords. So it starts off with an E minor, but it's an E minor 7, which means we add your little and sometimes, as in this case, our third finger on as well, which is a real stretch unless you sort of move your thumb into the guitar a little bit more, put your fingers on an angle, and then it gets much more comfortable. Now, importantly, the only part I'm gripping the guitar with is my thumb and with the sort of edge of my palm at this side, so I'm not having my hand like this, but you can pick all 6 strings, and that's our first chord, an E minor 7. And then we have a G, but we keep that third and little finger down. We play a D sus4 like this, variation on the normal D chord, again with that third and little finger staying down. And then A7 sus4 is played like this. You can have your middle finger down as well, and in my original video I showed it with this middle finger down, but I now think he doesn't always have that middle finger down. He actually plays this variation of an A7 sus4 chord as well. So that's played like this. So those 4 chords again. There's our E minor 7, a G, a D sus4, and then an A7 sus4. Now I've got a full video showing you this whole song in depth, so I'm just going to quickly demo the riff here, but in that first video that is linked here on in the description, I show the strumming pattern in increments going up, which has been really effective and why that video is doing particularly well in the views. It's up to 500,000 now. But this is the way to play the full riff, and let me just demo it slowly. Okay, so that is down, 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 up, down, up, down, down for those first two chords. And then it's that same down, up, down, up, down, down for the next one as well. So down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. And then we have 3 up strums in a row. Up, 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 down, up, down, up. On that A7 chord, it's always this last chord that gets people a bit jumbled up because it's a bit crazy when it's full speed, but it is up, 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 down, up, down, up. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you now because I've got a full video showing that in increments, and we're going to get on to your second top riff, which is More Than a Feeling, which I haven't filmed yet, so this is More Than a Feeling. So this is a beautiful arpeggio style riff. So arpeggio is where we play a chord, but we play single notes out of that. So in this riff, we start off on our D major chord, and we pick 4, 2, 3, and then hit a D sus4, and pick string 1, and then go back to the D chord and hit second string to first string. Technique wise, I'm treating this like I'm picking single strings, so I'm just moving my wrist and keeping my arm planted on the guitar. And then we hit a C add 9. And move to a G chord, but we don't play the thickest E string out of that G chord. So the root note is a B, so it's a G/B. And then hit the root note of our G. And for the C add 9, the B, and then the G, we hit this pattern. So we hit the root note of the C add 9, and then pick string 1 and then 2, hit the G/B, so take your middle finger off of a normal G chord, hit the B root note, 1, 2 again, and then finish on that root note of the G chord. One more time. So here it is from the top, demoing the whole thing. The other strings you hit in between those main sort of building blocks of the riff, like that one, should just start to fall naturally as you get more of these arpeggio riffs and as you cycle this one. Sometimes you can do little strums and that's totally fine. When I've taught this riff privately in the past, and whenever we're doing these arpeggio style riffs, people get too paranoid about hitting the exact right string and it just slows them down so much they don't get the feel that you need to really pull off these riffs. So that's a great example, and also I think with all of these, you know, we've got intermediate to quite advanced guitar riffs and no bar chords. Bar chords get too much emphasis as being the thing to do when you're an intermediate and high level guitarist, and mastering these sorts of arpeggio riffs are the ideal thing to do when you're at that improve and intermediate stage and you want to bring on your guitar playing. Get the picking and strumming more advanced, and that is shown in this next riff, which is Time of Your Life, Good Riddance by Green Day. Now I've taught a lesson for this, which is available on YouTube for free, not too long ago, but I think people are a little bit scared off by it maybe. So let me talk you through this. You can just do open chord versions of this song, but it's that one arpeggio pattern from the G chord. So picking string 6, string 4 to string 2. So 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. Though we then cycle for every one of these chords. The C add 9, same as before. It's the same strings you hit for each of them. It's just the first one that changes. Okay? And then from there, down, down, up, down. You know, quite simple content when you do it separately. Put it together and it's more challenging. So that is, most people following my channel and that I teach privately, that's one of their favourite songs. Give it a go, persevere through that first lesson, and I'll leave the link up there. The next one is Wish You Were Here. This is by Pink Floyd, and it goes like this. And we can simplify it by just hitting the main melody separate to the chords. So I have filmed a lesson on this a long time ago, so it's quite bad quality. So I did want to demo it again and just sort of bring this more to the masses, bring this song into the awareness of the improving and intermediate guitarists that follow my channel, because it's such a good example of how to just start playing guitar and start adding some of these embellishments with notes from the G major pentatonic scale. That song is the best example, and as I say, I've got a video on it already, which is here by clicking this link or in the description below if you're watching on mobile, and persevere through that lesson because it's a fantastic song to be able to really stamp your authority as an intermediate improving guitar player. So some of those are quite tricky. This final one is such a popular one with my private students, and it is Free Falling by Tom Petty, and many people who follow my channel will know the John Mayer version of this song. 3 simple chords: D major, G major, and an A chord as well. And the order is D, G, G, D, then A. D, G, G, D, A. And this is at level 3 of my beginner's course, so this is super easy. D, G, G, D, A. To play it in the key of the originals, you need to put a capo 3rd fret, but it's a great one to sort of sing along to yourself, and without a capo can be the best way to do that. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, and America too. Okay, so fantastic open chord riff, an absolute classic, really identifiable as soon as you play it. But we got 3 easy chords in that one. So to check out that lesson, click here or in the description below. And they're my top 5 acoustic guitar riffs that all of you guys that follow my channel, you should be able to find one of those that is appropriate for you. So those were my top 5 acoustic guitar riffs of all time. They were my personal favourites, so do let me know your favourites in the comments below, any that I've missed, and I'll hopefully film a video on some of those sometime in the coming weeks. As always, thank you very much for watching. It would be great if all you guys could subscribe or watch this video so that you get all the newest uploads to the channel. But you can also check out these other top 5 videos right here for electric guitar, some other party songs, all those sorts of things. And I'll see you again in one of those videos. Look after yourselves and bye for now.